Dear friends, this is the first time I'm going to release a single episode of video in 4 different languages: Japanese, English, Chinese, and Korean. So right now the original version was in Japanese. It was actually my interview with the shopkeeper of the place that I bought this very beautiful iPhone, not iPhone, Samsung S25 Plus. Yes, very good quality A rank Samsung S25 Plus, and it costs only about around $650. It is 730 Korean won. I mean, you can use the latest exchange rate and go and convert it, but the actual price is actually in Korean won, paid in cash. I actually withdraw from Revolut, and the commission fee was actually very low, less than even $10. So I purchased this at a very good price, 730,000 Korean won, and I decided I really need to tell the story about the purchase. And on the spot I said, please, let's do an interview. I want to interview you. And so happens that she actually studied 3 years in Tokyo, Japanese culture, major in Japanese culture. So I said, let's do it in Japanese then. So we actually did the interview in Japanese, but actually the original intention is to continue to do it in Chinese, maybe even English and also in Korean. But after Japanese, she decided that no, she really can't continue because she noticed that the other shopkeepers were actually looking at her in an awkward way, she said. And the reason is because we were using Japanese, and as you know, actually there's still some legacy issues between the two countries left over from the colonial times. So she said, I think she cannot continue. So I therefore now have to actually attempt something that I've never done before, which is actually to actually dub over the original Japanese into the 4 different languages. And I actually did the first one already in Chinese, and it actually works pretty well. So I'm quite confident that as long as my voice still holds, because nowadays every time I do a lot of videos at one shot, my throat actually hurts so badly that the next day I have to spend the whole day resting. So it doesn't make sense if I were to do that. I mean, going to defeat the purpose. So if I have to rest one day just because I do too many programs, I will just have to pace myself, and I may actually only can do the last Korean version tomorrow, and my voice actually gets better. So anyway, it is such a good price, and even beforehand I actually check out the used Samsung S25 Plus prices in Singapore, and of course you can search. It's probably the same websites that we actually see, but actually here I don't really want to mention the name, but it is a name that we all buy our used second-hand items from. So anyway, I searched there. It's already very good pricing, very good pricing, but yet this one bought in Korea, same model, and actually it also has got dual SIM, but it's single eSIM and a single nano SIM. I think in Singapore the model is just that you can do a dual nano SIM, but nowadays nobody really need 2 nano SIM anymore. It's one eSIM and one nano SIM. Dual standby is more than enough, which is what I do. So anyway, so you really don't need the Singapore model. There isn't really such a need. I mean, it's okay to have the extra nano SIM even if you don't use, but it's really not necessary. As long as you can get a good price, it's even much better and very good quality. So anyway, the shop is actually at TECHNOMART. It is at Korea, the Seoul metropolitan number two line, go to Gangbyeon station. Gangbyeon station, once you get out, there's a large TECHNOMART there. So you go to 6th floor, you look for D75, and that's where her shop is. And so I'm going to, and I must say that, you know, there are actually many small little shopkeepers at the TECHNOMART on the 6th floor. And actually I went around many stores before I arrived at her store. And I must say that the rest of the storekeepers are all very unfriendly. And actually I speak fluent Korean, and I speak to them very in a courteous manner to say hello, annyeonghaseyo, you know, do you have this? But you know, they all reacted in a very rude and unfriendly manner. You know, some don't even look at you, some just wave their hand away at you, and just very bad. And even there's one store that actually had one of the set. Then very reluctantly showed me. Then I said, maybe I need to look for a bigger capacity because it's just 256. Immediately he snatched the phone back from my hands, thinking that you know, I would kind of like spoil his thing, and it's just such a horrible experience, I must say. But when I actually get to her store, she actually took the effort to, on her own initiative, even before I start to speak, because there were other customers there before me. The Italian the couple was there, so I didn't want to disturb her. But she actually called, is there anything that I can help you? And then in a very good smile, and then then I told her I need the Samsung S25 Plus. And immediately she said, hey, I have two sets here, come, let's take a look. And immediately she pulled out both sets and put it on the table. And as she was still serving the Italian couple, she actually started to serve me as well. Very warm and friendly, really incredible. So if you go, please look for her at I have a name card also at the back. I can't remember her name right now, but just go to D75. You know, there's an interview there. All of you can see how she looks like. She looks pretty, but most of all, her phones are all very cheap and very good quality. You know, A-rank quality, but at a price that is really even cheaper than what you can even get from Singapore. And Singapore is considered one of the cheapest and most competitive used handphone markets in Asia. Yeah. So if whether you are from another Southeast Asian country or from another part of Asia, really Singapore is already considered, and it's all SIM-free, SIM-lock free. So it's very competitive, but yet what you can get in Korea is even better, and rightfully so, because if you want to get Samsung, this is the home of Samsung. So there are definitely such models and good quality handsets going around in the market. So without further ado, please, you can start to watch the video, and it will be this time dubbed into English. Original language was Japanese. Let's start recording even now. After all, I'm already recording the atmosphere at the shop, so let's just continue as short without need to stop it. Let me just explain to you some of the background about this interview, and then just record it down. Yeah, I mean, it's just an explanation of why we need to do this interview and why it will be useful for our viewers and also for you as well and your shop business. I've already recorded just now as handling the other customers, how you actually handle the situation, the staff, the customers, and the atmosphere of your shop. And now what is left is just a special exclusive interview with you. We will be doing this interview in 3 separate different languages. Of course, since you have actually studied in Japan for 3 years in Tokyo, let's start with um, let's start with Japanese, and then we can actually move on to maybe even Korean, your native language, and finally Chinese, which I can translate for you. I think you are sitting pretty too high, a bit out of balance. I wonder if you can just change to a lower seat. Actually, no need to be too far. Let's get closer. Yeah, I actually speak quite loudly. Yeah, I hope that it's not going to cause any inconvenience to the shopkeepers around us. My volume right now, is it okay for you and for the shops around? Your this sitting height is just right. I think you better don't sit too close. Maybe your husband may misunderstand. No, it's just a joke. Let's start with Japanese first. You already know that I especially come here to buy Samsung S25 Plus. Yeah, I do a lot of background research before, and this is a model that I really wanted to buy. And I also consulted the AI model, which actually gave very good practical advice, and that the recommendation is to go for good quality, use the Samsung S25 Plus at the TECHNOMART at the number 2 line, Gangbyeon station. Actually, when I came, I actually have a lot of expectations because Samsung is actually the home country is Korea. And of course, in Korea, the home country, I'm sure there will be a lot of used Samsung S25 Plus. So I will be very easy to find a very good price and a very good product because there's expected a large volume floating around. But actually, I was quite taken aback because I saw a lot of small little shops. And then I went around like about 10 to 15, and all of them say no, they don't have S25 Plus. And they are actually quite rude, actually. Yeah, and this Samsung S25 is actually relatively new, and it should have a lot of models floating around. Just like in Singapore, there are a lot. But to my amazement, they actually all of them say no, and also quite unfriendly, and they definitely will not speak to me, even though I speak to them in fluent Korean. They know that I can speak Korean, and I get along anywhere with my Korean, whether supermarkets or elsewhere. But so that's why I'm so taken aback and so amazed when I finally came to your shop, and you immediately served me with such a warm smile. And then you asked me what I wanted and what I'm looking for, and I said the S25 Plus. And immediately you took out both of the handsets from your showcase, and then you just sit me down and show it to me. And after that, you kept one of them because that one is 256. So we just continue to look at this current one that I purchased, the silver color. I mean, I apologize that usually when I do interview, I say a lot of prelude. So now we are all ears to listen to the boss of this shop. The first question is, why? Why most of the shopkeepers are so-called unfriendly, but yet, for you are so warm and friendly, and with such a lovely smile. Oh, so she said that I may be mistaken. The rest of the shopkeepers are also very friendly. And there are actually two kinds of shops. One is just used one. The other one is like the carrier shops. It's like in Singapore, the Singtel shop. Oh, it's because some of these shopkeepers are just afraid of dealing with foreigners because they are not good at foreign languages. But at their heart, they are actually very warm and friendly. Although I really don't think so. Actually, I believe that there will be a lot of foreigners that come to Korea to try to buy Samsung because this is the home country. For example, in Japan, there is actually no S plus models. There's S25, but there's no S25 plus. Maybe they have a S25 Ultra, but definitely not all the models. I think if Japanese customers come, they will be very comfortable with you because not only you are very friendly, you even speak a fluent Japanese, and you studied in Tokyo for 3 years. What do you study in Tokyo? Oh, you studied Japanese culture. Oh, it's 25 years ago. Okay, many years ago. But your Japanese is still so fluent. I'm so amazed. Very, very fluent. Though there are a lot of Koreans who may actually claim that they are very fluent in Japanese, but when they start speaking, I know. You are really good, and very humble as well. You are very humble. If not that I actually asked you pinpoint whether you know Japanese, you wouldn't have even said so. Yeah, nobody would even know. Yeah, the level of humbleness is really amazing. Yeah, in Japan, there are no plus models for Samsung. Yeah, if there are any Japanese who are interested, please come to this TECHNOMART. Use handphone, very good price, A rank, very good handphones quality. I will actually upload everything, including how you actually serve customer with such a warm smile, up to YouTube and also the Chinese streaming website, Pili. Yeah, and such a great and warm smile. And the other question is really why, how is it that you can sell at such a cheap price at such a good quality? I originally thought that Singapore is already cheap enough. And in Singapore, many people actually upgrade their phones every year. So there are a lot of used handphone, even just 1 year old. Yeah, people actually upgrade and then they just pay a bit extra because the phone is still very new. They can actually sell it and then they just top up a little bit and they can get the latest and mightiest. So there are a lot of all these kind of second-hand used handphones in Singapore. Yeah, in Singapore, they're also very high quality because it's just used for one year and it's always put in a case with a protector. Yeah, I actually do a comparison, and then you are actually cheaper by about 100 Sing dollars compared to the prices in Singapore. I think even if we change it to a Japanese yen, it will still be very competitive pricing. Really, really is a very cheap price. It's actually A rank quality. So can you tell me the secret of why it is so cheap and so high quality? Oh, it's because this is what the shopkeeper say. I don't want to sell it too expensive. It is actually a price of conscience. Yeah, and that's why a lot of foreigners, even from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Indians, they all come to actually buy handphones from me because of the cheap price. So actually, it's more like marketing. It's more like strategy. I don't sell expensive just to make a one shot um, profit. Yeah. Even before me, I come as a customer. There's also there was an Italian couple who was actually making a purchase, and then after me, there's this Kenyan group that also purchasing handphone from you. Your your business is really good. Customers come one one after another. Unlike other shops where there's just no customer at all. I think it's really your strength is in your quality and your cheap pricing, and you actually can sell actually plus models here in Korea, unlike Japan. Well, do you have anything else to add, lady boss? Oh, the lady boss actually say that there's actually recently a lot of foreigners coming to our shop to make purchases. If you have any need for good quality used handphones, please come to 6th floor D75 shop and look for me. Thank you very much.